play me a game this morning. Wow, the screen is awfully small. Why do they make these screens so small? How about this one? It's a little bigger. Try it. My eyes are just not what they used to be. Okay, that's it. There we go. Now that is Mario Brothers. I can actually see it. Oh, how did I do this? Well, let me show you what all I've got. But one solution to not being able to see a small screen is to make the screen bigger. And what I wanted was I wanted a game that's portable, has a big screen, holds the controller for you so you can hold it like this and play it, or even with this, you can even set it up on the table like that, grab your controller, and play your game just like that. Now for right now it's got a wire running to it. I have a solution for that coming. But let me just show you what all I did to put this together. Neat little project. It's not that expensive. I'll put links in the description for parts that I used on it. But main thing that I got was this screen, and that's exactly what it looked like out of the box. Well, let me show you. I've just got it duct taped right now. I haven't made a permanent enclosure yet because I have a battery pack coming to make it completely portable. But for right now, what it is just a, well, I had to add a switch to turn it on and off with. I'm going to go ahead and shut it off. But let me take this tape off and I'll show you what I've got inside. Okay, so first off, you can see I've got get my screwdriver, take this part off, but I'll show you what it was that I did to make this stand and carrier, and it all comes off. Okay, so what this piece is, this came off of a remote control for a drone that I had laying around. I mean, you know me, I use parts that I have laying around and stuff most of the time. This is from a windshield cell phone mount that used to be a suction cup, which I took off put a magnet in here. At first I thought the magnet would hold to here, to these two washers I super glued onto the back of this, but it would hold, but it would still spin around. So what I did is I glued a little metal strap on here so I could actually screw it onto there. It still magnetizes. This is aluminum, that's why I had to glue these washers on. I really didn't even need them because the magnet didn't hold anyhow. That is how it holds the little controller. Holds it pretty good, and then you wrap your hands around the back of that, rest the screen on your wrist, and then you can set and you can play. It balances pretty good. Now in here, this was just a regular screen. You can see that, see, the blue used to come all the way down to here. It was the thickness of the blue plus, well, okay, there you can see how thick it was. It had all the inputs coming out this side. I'm going to extend one of them out so you can use this as an external screen also. But now let's take this part off and show you what I got in here. Okay, now inside, so what this is the main board that came with the little view screen. I took a paint tray, plastic paint tray, and cut it up and made, kind of spliced it all together here to make a spacer so there's more room. I need this room right here for the battery pack that's coming. But for right now, what I've also got a shorter HDMI cord coming too, because this HDMI cord, it has to come over here and roll up. That takes up a lot of room right there. I've got like a 6-inch one that can just go from here over to here and not take up so much room. But anyway, we also have an input for the screen right here, which is like a computer input, and I'm going to extend that back out to here so you can have another input on it. Now what I've got right now, I'm using the original power adapter running in. I drilled a hole and put a switch, and I ran power from the switch into your little control board here. This is a NES Classic that I took apart. It has the two wireless receivers. I've found that you have to pair to both of them in order to get player one to pair up. That's fine, I guess. The power switch is right here, and the reset switch is right here, but I have modded this NES Classic to work with a firmware that allows you to reset by just pushing down and select. And when you do that, it goes back to the main menu. I had to run the NES Classic off of a cigarette lighter plug for right now. The battery pack that I have coming has a USB output, so I can eliminate this when it gets here. But that was actually glued down before. It's come back loose. But that's not a permanent installation right there. That is temporary. Okay, and I'm going to make all of this permanent once I get the rest of the stuff. Like I said, I drilled a hole in the back to put this switch right here. It's got a little LED on it to let you know that you got power on it. This screen comes with speakers too, so you can hear your game. That's really nice, I think. I didn't even know it came with speakers. I thought it was just a monitor, and I thought I was going to have to get a set of speakers and somehow integrate them in here. But this is perfect because it already has speakers built into it. And like I said, it's easy to expand it out. There's plenty of room in here. The only thing that was in here when I first took it apart, which I should have filmed, I know, But the only thing that was in here was this board, the screen, and this little board down here that right here. And what that board is the controls for the screen. That was all that was in there. The rest of it was empty. Well, and the speakers. The rest of it was empty. So that's why once I added these, added the wire, cigarette lighter plug, and a switch, there's still plenty of room in here because I actually expanded it. You can see that I built it up enough that I can actually get more in there. That's where my little battery pack is going to come in. I may actually put it against the screen here, maybe make a little standoff. I may actually put the little battery pack that I got, which is about that big. It'll come back to about here, about that wide, and it is about the thickness of the screen. I'm thinking what I'll do, I'll just cut this out and put it in there, maybe cut it out over here so I can put a composite video out. I can put a composite video out. That way you can hook up composite video to it and have all your whatever you need. So that is my portable game system. Portable Nintendo Classic. This is not that hard to do at all. It's pretty much all plug and play stuff. You know, I used screen, and I had a Nintendo Classic laying around, just taking up space, I guess. Well, we was using it, but you have to hook it up to a TV, and this way you got your own TV with it. I can even put an out for the HDMI, and you can hook this into the TV and play your Nintendo on it. I have the two wireless controllers, so if you want to play two-player with somebody, you can prop it up, give somebody else the other controller, and play two-player on it. It's a little bulky, but for those of us whose eyesight is not exactly 20/20 anymore, I think this is a better solution than trying to wear your reading glasses while you're trying to play the game. Everybody out there, be safe. Take care of yourselves. Wash your hands. I'm going to end this video right here. Appreciate everybody watching. See y'all on the next one.